Apparently, this is the wildest couple, the weirdest couple. Like, I remember when they used to be wilding back in the day, but I guess we're gonna see. I don't really remember too much, but yeah, we're gonna see. Let's do it.
This video is sponsored by Noom. More from them later.
Disgusting. I want to spit on you. I'm not going to do
Spit
that.
away.
I am classier
Spit
than
on
that.
me.
I would
Spit on
never.
Santa Claus.
Well, it looks like things are going pretty.
Freak boy.
They definitely are communicating. I think one of the most entertaining things a reality show can do is create situations that would never happen in real life with people that would never interact in real life. It's basically the blueprint for every reality show, for good reason. It's entertaining, but of course with that comes tension and fighting and bringing out the worst in people, so what? And oftentimes these shows like to pretend that they're not just intentionally creating disasters for entertainment and like to hide behind good intentions or social experiments. For example, The Ultimatum, when Netflix just took a handful of couples who were unsure about their futures together, broke them all up, made them date within the group, and then
Jesus Christ. Sounds like the plot of every other Netflix dating show. Like, goddamn, where y'all originality at, bruh? Damn. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them hoes do be hidden, but like, damn, come up with some new shit.
ultimately ended half
Well, I guess it don't got to when niggas watching that bitch anyways, but hell yeah.
the relationships. But it's okay, because if Netflix hadn't have come around and done this to them, then it probably would have happened in the future.
Thank God you did that now and not after you were married with 2 kids.
You know, like when this situation usually pops up in your life. The same thing could be said for ABC's Wife Swap. Wife Swap has to be like one of the biggest reality shows ever, so I assume most of you know what it is, but if you don't, in short, we follow 2 wives from different backgrounds as they swap homes and families for 2 weeks. The first week they follow detailed instructions left by the other wife, and then on the second week they impose their own set of rules for the new family to follow. After the 2 weeks, the wives return to their
Bro, I forgot these niggas used to be doing that shit for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, nigga? Do you know what I can do in 2 weeks? Nigga, watch out, bro. 2 weeks, that's a long ass time for. Imagine if somebody was a psycho, right? I don't even know why I'm thinking about this, but imagine if you married a psycho. Imagine if one of their husbands was a psycho. 2 weeks. Imagine this. Imagine coming home after the wife swap. 2 weeks. Boom. Open the keys to your front door. Ready to see your family. Open the door. Crib. Stripped bare. Empty. Nothing left in the house. Husband gone. Kids gone. Other nigga wife gone. They on their way to a whole new state. Start a new life. Just imagine that, twin. Insane, boy.
houses, and then both couples meet face to face for a final discussion, which always goes well. And of course, the families are always polar opposites. That's the gimmick. It wouldn't be entertaining if it wasn't. It's not even that they're the opposites. It's like each family is the antithesis of each other. And even though usually one wife or family may suck more than the other, that doesn't mean that they both don't suck. They often all suck. Every one of them. Everything so far that I've said about this show is dialed up to an 11 in the episode we're going to be watching today. That is the Burrows and the Padawan Hickmans. Now there's nothing that I hate more than having the episode we're going to be watching today. That is the Burrows and the Padawan Hickmans.
Oh yeah, them niggas racist. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Yeah. On God, you wouldn't, bro. On God, I wouldn't sleep here. You couldn't pay me to sleep in this goddamn house, nigga. You couldn't pay me, my boy. I swear to God, boy. Look at it. Yeah, he done did some shit. He most definitely done did some shit. Hey, man, watch your kids.
Now, there's nothing that I hate more than having to renew my license sticker, which I can't make that joke anymore. I renewed my sticker last week. I had to buy a new plate. The only thing that I hate more than that is a last name that is 2.
Delora and husband Steve live as simply as possible and have eliminated what they call stuff.
Now, I don't know how old Shovel Guy from Home Alone here, or Steve, is, but if you told me it was anything younger than 30 years older than his wife, I wouldn't believe you. Or maybe not. Maybe he got that Obi-Wan aging 9 years and the twin sons on Tatooine treatment. Who knows?
We light our home with oil lamps, and we also wear little flashlights that come on a little headband.
I wish that we could have electricity.
We are very conservative with water because we realize it's such a precious commodity. We'll bathe twice.
My fault. I had to look for my shit. Make sure my shit wasn't expired. My shit, I got 2 weeks.
During a week.
Now here's the part of the video where I just
that we could have.
And we also wear
sons on Tatooine treatment. Who knows?
we light our home with oil lamps, and we also wear little flashlights that come on a little headband.
I wish that we could have electricity.
We are very conservative with water because we realize it's such
Damn, you can't even beat your meat here, folks. Damn, can't even get on the hub, twin.
a precious commodity. We'll bathe twice during a week.
Now here's the part of the video where I decide
That bitch said twice during the week, folks. Twice. Yeah, I know her. I know her armpit smell like goddamn. Her armpit smell like a Jordan 40-point game shoe. Oh God.
what is okay and what is not. That is a lie, I will do that a lot. Obviously, the theme with this family is that they live a very simple life, and they are the opposite of materialistic. But if you ask me, it's a bit too much. I know, I must be the only one with that opinion. But I know that if you just plucked some pilgrims from hundreds of years ago and then plopped them in our time and they saw this, they'd be pissed. So let me get this straight. You guys live in this time. The time that has electricity, running water, and an AI website that can generate images like Mario being sentenced to life, but you still choose to live and smell like us? Okay, I forgot that this...
Who does that? Who took their time out of their day to generate Mario going to jail? Niggas just be doing anything, bro.
This is 2008, and that website was obviously not around then, but you gotta admit that picture of Mario being sentenced to life is too fucking funny not to throw in. I will excuse the flaws in my own joke.
Marin will hop in the tub and she'll wash off. And then when she's done, Tara hops in and uses the same bath water and she washes off and finishes. And I hop in next, and then finally Steve comes along.
This is
Nigga, you're not even getting clean at that point, folks. Gang. All right, bro.
borderline extreme cheapskates grossness. Drop
No,
a chlorine
dead
tab in
ass.
there or something, Jesus. It just cannot be healthy, which, speaking of healthy, reminds me to check my daily lesson from the sponsor of today's video, Noom. When I was approached to work by they don't pretend to be some health and your relationship with food, your lifestyle for quick results, which often leads to failure. While Noom offers realistic timelines for goals, they work hard to keep you on track to meet. Ultimately, that comes down to food and action. I'm also a lot smarter with the meals I choose. It makes it easy to and even use to, and break the behavior can help. So guys.com/ChrisJames to take your free Noom evaluation. It's quick, easy, and it'll help you create your own custom plan today. Thanks again to Noom.
And finishes, and I hop in next, and then finally Steve comes along.
You can tell by looking at the husband that he just wants to jump in and stop her from saying everything. Hey honey, maybe don't say everything all at once. It doesn't really sound that good. And
Yeah, why don't you just mention that we have sex with our cousins as well?
you know, the only reason CPS hasn't come yet is because we don't have a driveway or an address, and the kids don't have social security numbers, so
And they're also not our kids. We actually just kidnapped them to come live with us. We stole these children and we're forcing them to live under our roof because that's how we get down.
the state doesn't really know they exist.
No, dead ass, bro. The state dead wherever they live at. Nigga, nobody probably even knows who they are, gang. They probably just live in a random house in some random woods in the middle of nowhere, hoping nobody comes by and asks questions. Like,
Work on projects like quilting.
At first I thought they just cut them off before listing anything else, but I think they just don't do anything. We work on tons of projects like quilting and preparation for the quilting and looking at our quilts when they're done. We just quilt, I think. That's all we do.
Yum. My nightmare would be a woman that shaves every hair off of her body so I could never get a scent of anything human about it.
hey, y'all shave or not?
That's one way to put it.
Between the two of us, we earn about $30,000 a year.
Oh shit, I didn't know he played the hymn.
What is generally considered the American dream is really a nightmare.
So after seeing much more of that family than I'd like,
Bitch, your armpits a nightmare, gang. I just know he eat fucking ass, hairy ass, stank, musty ass. After a hard day of goddamn quilting and hunting outside and same shower water, just ass, stank ass, just shit and hairy shit stuck to the hairs of the asshole and shit. Dirty boy, man.
Like,
Nigga, wash your mouth. You don't even. I bet he don't wash his
it's time
mouth.
to see what Wife Swap conjured up in their labs to be everything that First Family stands against.
I believe that I am living the American dream and loving every minute of it. My whole house was designed around my chandelier. You can see it from the outside. It's like diamonds, like glistening.
You ever see someone and you can just tell that it hurts when they laugh or talk?
Yeah, she got a BBL face.
I assume she's just in constant pain. And this was the mid-2000s where plastic surgery wasn't... Well, they hadn't gotten all the kinks out yet.
You're
Right.
constantly judged by others. I don't want anyone looking down on me. I'll be the one looking down. I definitely spend more than $30,000 a year on clothes.
They must have detailed files in the Wife Swap database that houses information for all of the thousands of families scattered across the US that they have access to. And their system found the link. That is the first wife making $30,000 a year and the second wife spending $30,000 a year on clothes. And then bingo, they had an episode.
I would never accept a small, tiny diamond.
Asking Shannon Nicole if she's materialistic is like asking if the sun's gonna rise tomorrow.
Also, both their names are Shannon. I don't know if that's a coincidence,
That
or
shit,
if the wife specifically married him because his name was Shannon, or if the husband legally changed his name to Shannon for Shannon, which, by the end of the episode,
Sound realistic.
the last one might make the most sense.
I control
not
this
realistic.
house. Shannon Michael would hope that he did, but he doesn't.
No man should ever have to do this.
So why are you doing it, nigga? Like what? Unless she making all the money, then there's no like no know what? That's probably what they agreed on, so I can't really judge that. So I'm gonna just leave it alone, gang.
Let's hit the bar!
I can't imagine how thick
I know she be cheating though. That's all I'm saying.
the cloud of perfume engulfing that posse is. They get anywhere near an open flame and that building is gone.
Could care less what Shannon Michael and the kids are doing right now.
Yeah. 10 big black big black 10 big black Escalades are for sure entering her parking lot and while you're at home watching your children. So you know what I'm saying? I guess you get the leftovers and I don't know, bro. Don't just go through the phone, bro. Just go ahead and go through the phone, man. She probably there's probably some shit in there. You know what I'm saying? Come to the conclusion. Get a divorce, take the kids, get up out of there, man.
There's times when I wish she would decide just to come home.
So now that we've gotten to know the families a little bit, it's time for the big swap.
Is this where you're dropping me off? Right in the middle of nowhere? Who lives back here? In the middle of the friggin' woods like some axe murderers.
As Shannon approaches the house, all I can think about is her being stalked from beyond the tree line by the child of whatever animal was killed to make that coat.
Each wife has written a manual as a guide to the running of their homes.
Right.
We are a modern pioneer family. We have no electricity. No electricity?
Now that they're looking at the rules left by the previous wife, I'm reminded of the research that I did for this video. As always, quite limited, just a Reddit post, usually. The only thing that seems to be faked or hyped up in this show is the rule book. From what it looks like, the producers or showrunners add extra rules in there to obviously stir up the pot. But aside from that, everything else seems pretty genuine, except for some parts that you can tell are definitely hammed up.
To flush the toilet. What? Dip a bucket of tub water and gently pour into toilet bowl? Ew!
Now that we know
Ew.
Shannon is getting along swimmingly at the new place, let's check on Delora.
It's just time for us all to get to know each other,
Is
Nick.
this one computer for Nick and one computer for Alexa? Yeah. Wow. Pretty soon they won't probably ever even be talking to each other. They can just all plug in and watch their own screen individually.
I mean, she's not wrong. She basically is predicting the rise of the iPad kid.
I prefer the au naturel 100% of the time. You know, I'm not going to sneak into the bathroom. I prefer the
Look how I can just tell what she thinking in her head. She probably like, ugh, y'all niggas dirty. Ugh, I wouldn't even touch you if you was on. I wouldn't even spit on you if you was on fire. Ugh. And I know she probably think about the wife. She like, nigga, you let this nigga give you 2 children. You're dirty.
au natural 100% of the time. You know, I'm not going to sneak into the bathroom right when she's done and give it a sniff, but I kind of
He doing that shit.
wonder.
No one thought you
doing
were
that.
going to do that, but now that you've gone ahead and said that, I kind of feel like that's what you really want to do, like, more than anything.
At the
He's most
Burrows,
definitely
Dora
gonna do
must
that shit.
immediately ditch her country clothes and go Jersey chic.
I feel a little bit like I'm going out for Halloween. Tell me what I should be doing right now.
A shower. Go take
Take
a
a
shower.
fucking
We know
shou-
you haven't taken one yet. We can tell. So take a shower. We'll go from there. To make this not as confusing with all of the names, I just hate saying Padawan Hickman. I will refer to the houses as the shack and the house. I feel like you guys can discern between the two that way. But back at the shack, the family's going around and sharing what they're thankful for. And though Shannon up till this point has proven to be the devil, I'm hoping that she can take a step back and see what the family's doing here and have some perspective and who knows, maybe even share something she's thankful for.
I mean, let's
Right.
face it, like, they're poor. Like, what do they really have to be thankful
God
for?
damn, girl. All right, man. She ain't had to talk like that, bro. Why she talking like that though? Like she ain't had to do all that. They're poor is crazy, my nigga. Damn, bro. That shit crazy to me. Niggas really be talking like that, like that's fucked up.
For
Okay, so maybe she's not there. Maybe not yet. She just needs more time, like probably more than the 2 weeks the show is going to allow for.
I'm supposed to put makeup on those. To spend 45 minutes getting your kindergartner ready to go to school is ridiculous.
As you can see, it's all pretty black and white with these families and how the
Ready to go to school. I'm supposed to put makeup on those. To spend 45 minutes getting your kindergartner.
wives operate. Because yeah,
I
maybe
feel like
the
that's
kids
a
don't
normal. I feel like 45 minutes is a normal time.
need 45-minute get ready with me routines before school every day, but maybe a shower. That couldn't hurt, right?
Yeah,
Unless
right.
you're Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher, but otherwise, take a shower. Now, I know last time we checked in on Shannon, she was still being the worst. As the day goes on, she does warm up a little bit to the family and kind of comes around.
Right. Okay.
like,
Let's
this is
see.
just so beneath me, and I just think that these people are like low class. You know, these people I would definitely like look down upon.
You fucking...
I gotta go to the bathroom. Hey, 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 hey. I ain't gonna lie, she be talking crazy. That's that ego though, bro. Watch them niggas with them egos. Hey, tell us if you got a woman like this, man, leave her now. Cause imagine what happened when you run out of your money, bro.
Idiot? Why would you believe me? Why? I'm just some guy on the internet making videos. I got a lot of babes on VHS, and you know what? That's all I got, so... joke's on you. Later on, Steve takes Shannon and the girls into town to visit the thrift shop, which, as you can imagine, Shannon is very excited about this.
Look like our mom anymore.
What do I have to
You're
like?
all made up and you've got all kinds
Made-
of jewelry on. This is a thrift shop.
Yeah, so I have to look like these people who shop here? I mean, come
These
on.
are our friends.
I don't care.
I think the least of Steve's worries should be how she's dressing, and more so, he's showing up to town with a different wife. Because I don't imagine this town being full of people.
Yeah, like what the hell? Hold on, bro. Like what the fuck? Hold on, hey. Like imagine seeing a nigga with a whole different woman and a kid and with the same kids, bro. Like, oh, like, bro, it's like, nigga, what the fuck did y'all do with the mother? Like, what the hell's going on, bro?
People who will get the whole wife swap thing on the first
Nigga had a whole town talking, bro.
explanation.
Let's go where the losers shop. No good boob shirts here. You don't know who last had those on.
I just want to say, what an awful person. Now, with that being said, I think it's obviously being
That's
hyped up for
reasonable.
the show. I don't know if that's because of the producers or if she's just doing it because she's on TV and she wants to stand out. I don't know. I don't care either. I just felt like I should bring attention to that. Not too long into the shopping trip, Shannon realizes she's been too nice and needs to switch it up a little bit by being herself.
I've never seen as many losers and like poor people. I feel so sorry for them that they have to come shopping here. Go get a job, like go earn some more money.
What the
and
hell?
Maybe you won't have to.
That's what they're doing, bitch. Like, damn, bro. She talking crazy, gang. Like, she act like these niggas just ain't working. Like, she act like them niggas not doing nothing. Meanwhile, they doing more than you. You the one ain't doing nothing.
Do this.
Maybe she could have waited a little bit, like, till she left the store to do that confessional where she's talking shit about the store and people in said store. Let's take a break from Shannon and check in on Shannon and Delora and see how things are going over there with them, because while it's not as bad, there's still some tension. Mostly Delora just going into Shannon about how his wife controls him and his life.
Given that Shannon gets so much of the focus in this family, do you feel like a second-class citizen in your own home?
That's what we do. And I'm happy with that, and that's fine. In the pecking order, I'm at the bottom, right? But
Right.
where else should I be?
Maybe on the same stature, nigga. Man, bro. They're most definitely, I don't want to say it, but my nigga is most definitely they're into that type of stuff. I'm already knowing. Look at them, bro.
Fine. In the
Most definitely, nigga. Stop playing. Huh. He into all that, bro. He into that type of shit.
pecking order, I'm at the bottom, right? But where else should I be?
Well, you know what? That's just how we do things in this family, okay? I make the money. I take care of the kid.
This nigga was literally just complaining about taking the laundry downstairs. You literally was just complaining. Now it's okay.
I watch Shannon have sex with other men. That's just what we do.
Shannon Nicole is concerned Steve isn't providing well enough for Tara and Marin.
Do you guys go to the mall a lot?
Never gone.
Never been to the mall?
Never.
I will feel robbed if we don't have a mid-2000s movie mall montage with her and the kids. Hell, Steve can come along too. He can have a wacky dressing room montage. I don't care.
So, Shannon, Michael, you got a lot of stuff down here in this basement. What I feel like doing is getting a small bulldozer and just like, let's push it out the door.
Now I know she's got a thing against materialism, and that is a lot of toys, but like, what's wrong with it? The dad is playing with his kids. They're all having fun and they're bonding. Why do you have to find a problem with this?
I mean, this is what I think
Exactly.
of your
Could you please go out the back
Candles.
door?
I
Because
absolutely am
you're
not.
acting like a child.
A child.
It's almost as though she's unloading her own personal need to sort of evacuate her emotional bowels.
Something I appreciate about this episode is all the fun phrases I learned from Steve, like emotional
Emotional
bowels.
bowels.
I will use that another time. So now that we have
Literally
that first
never
week
heard
out
of
of the
that
way, it's
ever.
time for week number 2 and the wives to implement their new sets of rules for the families to follow. I'm hoping this is going to be seamless and everyone's going to be happy. Wives to implement.
I need a fucking Birkin, and I need about $100 a day, or no, sorry, $500 a day, and you need to go take me to get my nails did right quick, and yes, and I also need a PJ to the and buy me a new house while you're at it,
their new sets of rules for the families to follow. I'm hoping this is going to be
and clean this dirty ass house.
seamless and everyone's going to be happier because of it.
You are the doormat. You want
I'm
to
not
keep
a doormat. You have no idea who the hell I am.
Nigga, you're a hoe.
are the doormat. You want
That is the loudest he's ever gotten in his life, bro. That nigga got so loud, He didn't even know his voice can get that loud, bro. Like this nigga was surprised at his own sternness. That was the first time in his life he ever took control of something, bro. That was the first time in his life.
I'm not a doormat. You have no idea who the hell I am.
With no idea who I am.
You need to stand up to your wife and become a real leader for this family.
You have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
I don't know who gave these
So now all of a sudden this nigga's fucking Italian.
kids the max serving of children's Benadryl, but they are zooted as their dad is yelling over them right now. Though it is nice getting to see
Nigga so loud. The kid
children's Benadryl, but they are zooted.
them niggas are so what I'm trying to say. This nigga don't hold no weight at all. Like the kids is literally showing no emotion at you right now, bro. Like you have no power at all.
As their
man.
dad is yelling over them right now. Though it is
They don't
nice
give a
getting to see
fuck.
him roleplay what it's like to yell at his wife. I'm glad he has Delora for that.
This week, I'm gonna turn this dump into a wow house. It won't be as nice as my home, but it'll look a lot better than this crap hole. So, Steve.
Glad I'm not your father. I'd have beat your ass when you were 3 years old.
I like to see that.
Spanked your little hiney.
Yeah, okay, enough of that.
That nigga talk
Please.
crazy.
This is one of those parts
tripping.
of the show that I said feels a little bit more hyped up for the cameras, like line after line kind of thing.
I would consider you very arrogant.
Well, for someone who I feel is beneath me,
You
oh well.
do feel that I'm beneath you.
Yes, you are. For the rest of the week, I'll be dressing all of you to show you what princesses are supposed to look like. Yes, woohoo!
And I love how the daughter doesn't give a shit that her dad's being ripped apart right now because she gets to dress like a princess later. Now back at the house, things are actually going pretty well, and that's not me setting up a joke. Dolores sets up some kind of chore incentive programs where when the kids do something nice, they get a rock. After they get a certain amount of rocks, they get a toy back, and they seem to be following it along and doing quite well.
5, and now you just got one more.
That's a good method, not gonna lie.
I was kind of surprised at how well a stone jar worked so quickly.
Let's see how things are going back at the shack.
When I first saw the piece of crap that I had to live in, hell yeah, it's disgusting. I want to spit on you. I'm not gonna
What
do
the
that.
fuck?
I am classier than that.
See, bro, if I was a villain on my soul, like as soon as she said that, oh look, like he finna do right now. But as soon as she said that, oh God, I'm sorry, officer.
I would never.
Santa Claus.
Well, it looks like things are going pretty, they definitely are communicating. I think both of them want her to spit on him. I just don't think it's for the same reasons.
We're gonna see how dirty we can get in one day.
I know I said that these families wouldn't
What the
interact in
hell?
the real world, but now I'm starting to think that they shouldn't. And not because of the people that they are or their values, but I feel like it would be a shock to their ecosystem. It's kind of like when outside nations visit isolated tribes, unknowingly bringing germs and diseases that these tribes aren't acclimated to and end up killing them. It's gotta be the same here, right? Like, especially with these families, both wives are just acting as bioweapons, residing in each other's homes, and ABC knows it, and they don't care.
We live in a log cabin, so there was not much I could do with their decor.
We're the core and you're the apple.
I think she just dissed me.
I guess. Maybe. I mean, I don't even know
She
what she said. I'm still trying to
talking.
figure out what that means.
I think you're a little cranky.
I'm not cranky.
Yes, you are. You
I'm
are
not cranky. You spit on people that work in corporate America.
Nick is the
Come on,
one
you don't
who
appreciate
spits.
that. We rejected society as a whole because you don't agree with it. That's insanity.
May I add, this is because he wants to take a shower. That's it.
I don't feel like we're getting anywhere yet. You know, I still feel it's just as pointless as it was when I got here.
Wow, really? 104 episodes into the show, and people are still having to figure out for themselves that this is not the ideal way to share perspectives or whatever the hell the show is claiming to do.
And she treats
Right, nigga. 2 weeks is not gonna change somebody's whole life around, gang. You not just finna come in there for 2 weeks and change how somebody lives their life that they've been living for many years before you was even came into play. Like,
the girls
I don't know who thought this was a good idea.
to their first ever trip to the mall.
Honey, I do this for a living practically. I know what goes. Did you want that towel back there?
I don't know.
We gonna see.
Not quite the montage I wanted, but I'll take it. So they're shopping along, and Shannon helps them find outfits for them to audition for the best friend in a Disney Channel show.
I'll think about it.
All right. Where's the other shirt that you had, the blue one with?
She said she didn't really want
No,
it.
she does want it. You're saying
Damn.
that you don't want her to have it.
And it's obvious that Steve hasn't been to a mall in probably just never been to a mall because he is dressed in his Sunday best.
Everybody, this man is too cheap to buy new clothes
Whoa, why she yelling like that? She tweaking, bro. She airing this nigga whole shit out, bro. That's it crazy.
for his daughters. He likes to spend 25 and 50
That nigga like, You clock him, girl.
cents on their clothes, used and
Bro, these niggas, bro, you're making these niggas uncomfortable, bro.
people's junk to spend 25 and 50 cents on their clothes.
Nigga, she's uncomfortable, bro. Stop it.
Used and people's junk is his treasure.
That single-handedly might
She's
be the most
wildin'.
eventful thing to ever happen in that Kohl's. So after that whole altercation, Steve takes the kids and goes home, and Shannon continues to shop. And you'd think with the time that they spend apart, they get a chance to cool down and maybe come to more of an understanding once they do reunite. And yeah,
Right.
maybe Shannon hasn't done anything thus far to make us think that that could be a reality, but you know what? I'm optimistic. I think that she'll turn her...
Go outside and take a time out. My
Excuse me,
children have not
I
had
am not
dinner.
a 3-year-old.
Take
I
the
brought,
time out
excuse me,
now.
I brought your family home food.
Damn. Oh, chill. Why she getting physical though? She getting physical with folk. IP Swan. Damn what? Like, damn what happened?
This has turned into confrontation. I'm
Good restraint, babe, bro. Good restraint.
calling the police. You butted me with your apparatus there, and I don't appreciate that.
Once again, this man is just spitting out phrases that hardly anyone says. Her apparatus. Now, pretty much the only time where anything is somewhat decent back at the shack is when they hire a technician to come out and help them turn on a laptop.
Hey, we're gonna show you a way to record your music and burn that to a CD.
They then use it to record some songs, and it's a pretty good moment.
Hey.
Could use more of Steve playing the hymn, but that's okay.
Recording here today was really fun, and it was good to have fun with Shannon and not have it be anything other than just fun. That really pleases me a lot.
But of course, that doesn't last forever.
Okay,
and
we
after
going somewhere.
Shannon's had some time to recharge her battery, she's back to being her normal self. Her normal, awful self.
One of the things we agreed to do was not to make any negative or untoward remarks. Last one I can recall was when you said, you're bringing them into the 21st century, and I observed oh, we're out of power again.
See, this is pathetic.
Well,
Damn.
it isn't pathetic, but that was number 7.
This is one of the episodes where the dads themselves aren't that bad. Like, yeah, maybe Steve has a thing for smelling people, but aside from that, they seem pretty fine. So where is the episode where the dads leave the wives for each other? I want to watch that.
Anyway, my feeling is it'd be better for you to stay in the hotel.
Oh, I was hoping that and praying and all day thinking that's what I wanted anyway.
Regardless of what happens during or after the show, we can at least be thankful that Shannon didn't burn down Steve and Dolores' cabin with the collection of wires that she's strung through their home. But now the 2 weeks are up and it's time for them to go back to their families. Dolores and Shannon had their ups and downs. Shannon and Steve had their up and downs.
This has turned into confrontation. I'm calling the police.
But it's time for the couples to meet face to face. As always, this conversation gets quite heated, mainly just Delora talking about how Shannon is very self-centered, only cares about herself and her looks, and of course Shannon clapping right back.
I spent a lot of time being Shannon Nicole. And I just felt more and more like a prostitute the more that we went down. I was like, God, who is this person in the mirror?
You know, looks are very important. I would never let you look like a boy. You're flat-chested,
Damn.
you're ugly, you have ugly
Damn.
hair.
But finally, Shannon stands up to his wife. Finally,
Damn.
thank fuck. And well, she was not ready for that.
And I think you should trust me more than that, and that's a little ridiculous.
I hope so. I hope so.
Well, you know what? I know so. I can make the decision for my children and what's ready to go to donation. I can choose, and I did choose.
I can decide what I and the kids choose to donate, all right? Not
Hey.
you, and that's final.
My boy grew some balls.
Although I would still like to watch you have sex with other men if that's all right. Yeah,
He's-
whatever.
bro.
Fuck, I don't care. After that,
He thinking the same thing, bro. He just give off them vibes, bro. Come on, bro.
discussion, we see them all walking outside acting like none of that happened.
Take care.
We skip a few weeks ahead and check back up on the families to see if this experience had any kind of long-lasting effect on them. And really the only thing that stuck was that chore incentive program that they did at the house. And at the shack, the only thing that stuck around was the chandelier that Shannon put up, but they put candles in that, so that's a half point. Everything else, I can assume is the same, unfortunately. You know, after watching this episode a number of times, I don't entirely think what I said at the beginning was true. I think Wife Swap knows what they're doing, and I don't think they give a shit. They stumbled upon a good concept, and they ran with it, and here we all are watching it. and me devoting a week of my life to it. But guys, I do want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like rating down below, comment on the video, share with your friends. It all helps me out a ton. If you're new and you enjoy my videos, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, hit all notifications, because sometimes
W video, bro. No cap. No cap. Man, this is 3 years ago. W video though, for real.